What's up, everyone? Welcome to Fade the Mahoney. I'm King Kurdi from the Metro Magic. We're going to talk about the Wildcats Preds series.
Hey, welcome back to Fade the Mahoney. Oh, this is our first ever playoff preview, and we're joined by the King, Jordan Kurdi.
What's up, guys? How we doing?
Hey, Jordan. New viewers, I'm thinking at Fade the Mahoney, we like to gamble on sports. We like to talk about gambling on sports. We bet on the NFL. We bet on the NBA. We bet on MLW. I'm Mike. Over here, this is Trevor. He's the in-house expert. We're going to preview Preds and Wildcats right now, round one of the playoffs. Trevor's going to give us some lines. He and I are going to bet. We're going to bet on a few different things, and we're going to rely on the King to be our special guest correspondents to help preview the series. Sound good, everybody?
Is that factually correct that this is our first playoff preview? Didn't we preview the playoffs last year?
I don't know. We've never done the real formal stuff we started this year. We may have talked about stuff last year, but I'm not sure we did gambling and everything last year. That was like 3 or 4 years ago, as far as in my mind goes. So
true.
Jordan, thanks again for stopping by. This is your third, I think.
Yeah, it's my third one.
Third one here, first one with the crown. So this one's really special.
Oh, yeah. Playoff time.
Before we get into the series, the big thing that's going on in your league in the world is the big announcement about SoFi. So you're the first player we've talked to since it happened. So just in your point of view, how exciting, how did it work in terms of you knowing and not being able to tell a soul? Let us know.
All right. They told us about SoFi before the All Fun game. And that was, I'm pretty sure, we didn't even play our last 2 series yet. So we still had a chance to make the playoffs. So I was still I was a little excited, gave myself a little hope. But obviously, we all know it didn't end well. Didn't even make us get another win. But it's all right. It's so cool. I think the logo for the SoFi World Series is sweet. Like the little pass they're going to have on their jersey. I think that's really sweet. And yeah, you can just tell that this league's getting big very quickly. It's getting big each year. And going to SoFi in California is just absolutely insane. And we all couldn't believe it when Kyle told us.
And you had to not tell anybody, right? Those are the rules.
I didn't even tell my parents. Like, I didn't, because obviously I don't think they would say anything, but it's the fact that it's SoFi, and like I didn't even want to tell them because it's something that Kyle told us separately, so we had a little motivation for it. So I didn't want to really say it to anyone else until like the announcement happened for him, because I know how special the league is for him. He created from the ground up, so I don't like doing spoilers like that for a guy that's done so much for us, and he's grown it himself. I didn't want to spoil it for him.
Mike, aren't you surprised that he even bothered telling the Magic players?
What's the point? Maybe
I am surprised.
Maybe in case they wanted to book flights for themselves or something.
True.
In 2022, the way our world works, it is pretty amazing that nothing ever gets out. It's a testament to the loyalty that all of you guys have to the product and to Kyle. So I think it's fantastic.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's do some gambling on this series. Trevor, the in-house expert, is going to set the line between the Predators and the Wildcats in terms of who should win. And we decided we're not going to do over-under. Is that correct?
Yes.
Because we don't know if it's 2 games or 3 games, and we're not smart enough to figure out a good way to do that. So we're not going to do over-under. We are going to do our normal ladder bet, and then we're going to do a quick draft of the 6 teams and have a little gamble on that to see who wins it all. So that's the plan. We're going to try to do it quick. Trevor, series price, what do we got?
Before I do that, can I ask Kurdi one more question? Because I'd be remiss if we didn't ask him, having him on here.
Yeah.
Right.
We heard Bonham talk about how he felt about the Chadwick trade and how he was pissed because Chadwick didn't even tell him about it, and he had to hear it from other outlets. What was your reaction? How did you feel? etc.?
This is actually a funny and good question. I heard about the Chadwick trade when I was on golfing with Trevor. So me and Trevor were golfing together, and Jason texted me, Liam, and Trevor all together. I had a feeling Jason wanted to leave. He talked about it a little bit behind the scenes, and I didn't think he'd actually do it. And then he did it. And we had a thing that versus the Mallards, if we did get a win or if we somehow 2-1 the Mallards, that we were going to do a thing like we didn't need Chadwick, but obviously that didn't work. So it's all right. It's all good love, but the series next year versus the Gators, I don't care who's on our team. I don't care if we have 5 players. I'm playing all 3 games. I'm not trying to lose a single game to them because they've already been talking crap. So I'm ready for that series already. I'm kind of blanking out in every other series. I don't care if the Gator series or last series. That's gonna be my championship. That series.
Love it. Okay, good. Got that out of the way.
Well, and lastly, you are the best hitter on the team now, correct?
Yeah, I think it was like a 210 average. I don't know.
Pretty good. All right, so to the series preview, right? So we got the Wildcats, we got the Predators. Very even matchup in my book. I do have the Wildcats as a slight favorite. We're going to put them at -120. And yeah, I think they just have, I don't know. I think it's as close to a flip as you can get. You know, you got Ryan, elite pitching. I think they're pitching, you know, obviously Kyle and Sailor both have been very good pitchers, but I think you would give the Predators the nod on the pitching just from Ryan's abilities. And hitting wise, you'd give the Wildcats the nod there. I think, and fielding wise, I think they're both very good fielding teams, but I think you have to slightly give the edge to the Wildcats on fielding. Although it's pretty close, honestly, because Sailor's kind of been a bit of a liability, and Russ and Warda have both been very good.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm gonna take the Wildcats as slight favorites, but if I had to bet, I actually like the Predator side.
Yeah, I would definitely bet the Predators because again, logistically, this was what I was hinting at when we were talking to Brennan earlier. Because they're best out of 3, I assume you have the same rules, right? You can only pitch 2 games.
No, there's in the playoffs. There's no pitching rules. So Ryan could pitch all 3 games if he wanted to.
Well, that's good to know. Wow, that's a weird rule.
Yeah, I mean it's tough because the reason why they don't end up usually pitching in the 3-game series with Ryan, I think he would probably go all 3. But once you get to the World Series, the reason they don't pitch all the games is because you start to see the ball a lot better. And it's not guaranteed that he pitches all 3 games either. It depends, I think, what happens in that first game. You know, if the Preds win the first game, I could see McGlade starting the second game. I don't know. I think we just kind of figure it out from there.
All right, I'm going to mull on that a second. Kurdi, as an insider, can you talk about that particular wrinkle and the strategy involved in that? How, you know, I mean, I know it's tough for you, but how would good teams go about tackling that?
Well, yeah, for us to be a little different, but for the Preds, I would say McGlade's a great pitcher. I think he's a good number 2, but still having Kratz on the mound for 3 games or even 2 if they did 2-0, that's just massive. I mean, Kratz, seeing him in the box myself is never fun. So I'd say the Predators definitely have like the pitching battle, but the Wildcats hitting to me is just so scary with Sailor and Pearson as your 2 and 3. Mm-hmm. If Pearson was our number 3, if Pearson came to our team, he's our number 1 hitter. Yeah. I mean, he's that good of a hitter where if he's their number 3, like I think anything could happen personally. I'd say I'm picking the Wildcats if I had to pick in this if these 2, and like I said before, I seriously don't know who won. But Kyle pitching all 3 games for Wildcats is a lot more impactful, in my opinion, than Kratz pitching all 3, I would say.
Wow.
Because I think McGlade's a better number 2, and he can get away with it than Sailor pitching.
Wow.
And I'm not even trying to diss on Sailor's pitching. It's just McGlade. I respect McGlade's pitching.
Wow. I saw something, I thought, from our friend Joey at MLW Stats yesterday that Kyle and Nick's pitching stats were identical this year.
Are they really?
I think that's what I saw.
Sailor is consistently disrespected for his pitching, but just performs year after year.
It's true.
2 years.
You need to strike me out twice this year, so I don't even know why I'm talking.
All right. All right. For the bet, then I agree with you, Trevor. I think Predators are the way to go. So we'll do that. All right. We're skipping over under because we don't know 2 or 3 games. My thought is, Trevor, let's do whoever goes first in one goes second in the other in our other 2 bets. So which bet would you like to do first?
I will take.
No, we're just saying which bet, and then we should do. Let's do the latter first.
Okay, sure.
And whoever goes first there goes second in the team draft. Trevor or Jordan, will you please lift one of your arms up?
Okay.
All right, Trevor, you go first in the ladder.
I will take Ryan Kratch.
This doesn't seem fair.
Good pick.
I've had Ryan Kratch every possible way along the year, every time. And now
I think he's the 101 a lot, though.
Yeah, he is the 101. That's correct. All right, I'll take Kyle. All right. I mean, not a bad consolation prize.
No.
Never.
All right, so that's our ladder draft. Okay, so Trevor and I, real quick, we're just going to draft the 6 teams. I'm going to go first. Trevor goes second and third. We're going to do ladder. Our bet is $100 if your team wins the World Series. Unless it's your first pick, then it's $200. We're going to do it real quick. Trevor, I'm going first. I'm going to take your family's favorite team. I'm going to take the Cobras.
All right, I'll take the Mallards and Predators.
Okay. I'll take the 2 teams that aren't the Eagles.
Okay, and I'll take the Eagles, obviously.
Okay.
So you have Wildcats,
Diamondbacks.
and Preds.
Yeah.
No,
I'm sorry, Wildcats, Diamondbacks, and Cobras.
that's who I had.
All right.
I would like to trade teams. with
You like to trade teams with me?
you.
What team do you not have faith in out of those 3?
Oh, I'm just glad I didn't get the Eagles.
Fair.
Which team do I not have faith? I mean, I kind of wanted to get the Predators, but I didn't want to take them in my first pick because they have to win 3 series, whereas the Cobras only have to win 2.
Sure.
Yeah. Fair.
All right. All right. What else should we do we need to talk about anything else on the series? Did we cover it, or can we do a little bit of gambling with Jordan?
No, I think we covered it. I don't think we have to talk about anything else.
All right.
Let's get it.
Jordan, you get to give a pick to the people. I got to bring up my stats here because
I know. That's what I was just gonna say. I was cracking up thinking about how bad the MLW players are at gambling. It's how great it is for this show.
All right. Because you're on the Magic, you deserve no other game to pick than the Bears versus the Commanders. So, so we're gonna have we're gonna have you pick that game for Thursday Night Football. But just as a quick recap, Jorgy is on fire. He's 2-1 with his 3 picks. He won with the Eagles, lost with the Browns, won with the Cowboys. Chris Cheatham was on and gave one of the worst picks.
He's awful at it. All right. We talk about this stuff all the time. He's so bad at it. He's so lucky he has a good bank account. I'm just saying. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, what's funny is on the show, his official pick was the Broncos. And he said they were going to win by multiple touchdowns. We all know they lost outright. Yeah. He gave a couple other picks that, due to the constraints of time, didn't make it into the show. But he also liked the Ravens. They did not cover. And Trevor, if you remember, you liked the Cardinals. And he went on and on for like 5 minutes about how the Eagles were going to win by a mile. So officially he's 0-1, but really he's 0-3. And then Russell gave the Chiefs, and then his bonus pick was the under on Devontae Adams yards, and those both lost. So you MLW guys, you're really bad at sports betting, so congratulations.
No, it's more like the trend, guys. Trust me.
Oh, okay. All right.
It is. We try, and sometimes it goes well. A lot of times it doesn't, but it's all right.
All right. We're going to finish the show up here with the Commanders are at the Bears Thursday night. The Bears are favored by 1. What is your lock of the week, Jordan Kurdi?
Really? They're favored by 1?
Yep.
That's shocking. You know, where is it? It's at the Bears, you said?
Yep. Beautiful Chicago.
This is so hard. Carson Wentz sucks. Like, he sucks. Like, he's so bad. Like, I almost traded for Terry, but I'm like, Carson Wentz sucks. But Justin Fields looks pathetic. Honestly, if I had to do like a same game parlay, I think David Montgomery's rather get like 90 yards and a touchdown. That's what I think. I think Monty's gonna have a good game, but I do think the Commanders are gonna come out up top. I'm gonna go with the Commanders.
All right.
I think the receiving core is gonna be good enough to beat their defense. I like Curtis Samuel. Jahan Dotson's out, but Terry's still Terry. So yeah. I'll go with Commanders.
All right. Your official pick is the Commanders +1. Your bonus pick, I'm going to give you the David Montgomery total rushing yards. Over under is only 63.5. So you would hammer that over, right?
Over. I'm smashing that over.
Trevor,
he looked so good last week. He's going to do good this week. I'm calling it.
All right. That's the kind of stuff we're here for.
Guaranteed injury within the first 2 minutes.
Yep.
Oh, you can give me more. I can do this all day. I love it. I'm not in my Lions injury shit no more. I don't give a crap anymore. I love this crap. I love this stuff.
How much screen time did you get on HBO?
1 second.
Oh,
and it's my arm and my backpack.
All right, famous.
But we'll take it.
Everybody, go buy some jerseys. We got Cratch and Sailor on the wall. Ward is over here on the shelf. Most importantly, if you want a King Kurdi jersey, go to Triton. It's a sweet jersey.
Cool.
That is good.
This jersey is sweet. All right.
Jersey.
That's our first playoff show of the year. Jordan, appreciate you stopping by again. And good gambling, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're back for our NFL portion here, joined again by Trevor and the Edonk. If we recap last week's NFL betting, Edonk had one of his best performances of all time in that he pushed. Congratulations, Edonk. You're sharp enough to lock it in at a good number of Vikings -7, so you got a push. I lost my bet by
$1 trillion.
3 touchdowns, I think.
Yeah, yours was definitely the sharpest. You got unlucky.
Yeah, that was a really bad pick. And Trevor had the Cardinals, who they covered. Congratulations. Trevor's the only one with the winning record, so we have to handicap you, Trevor. You get to pick last.
That's fine. What is going on there?
She's looking for a donation. I don't know.
You should give her the pick.
Fuck. You want me to go back?
All right, Edonk, you have the worst record. You are 1-3-1. We'll let you pick first. What's your lock of the week?
I'm gonna go with a very silly pick. I'm gonna take the Vikings again on the road. I'll take the Vikings again on the road at the Dolphins. I don't know. I looked at it, to be honest with you, and I was like, Dolphins? Nah, I don't think so.
That's spectacular analysis. Okay, you've got the Vikings -3.5 on the road against the Dolphins, and who knows who their quarterback's going to be. I'm 2-3. I'm going to go second. I'm going to take the Jacksonville Jaguars +2.5 at Indy. They're going to win that one outright. That one's going to be easy. Trevor, you going to continue to be above 500 with whatever this pick is?
Yeah, I mean, you guys are brutal. Wow, those are terrible picks. This is kind of just leaving it wide open for me. I appreciate that, you guys. Another good week for me because I like the home dogs. A lot of home dogs again this week. And I'm going to go with the line that looks the fishiest to me, which is the Saints getting 2 at home.
Oh, that's closeted sharp right there, Trevor. I don't know.
I'm sharp.
That's what we call fake sharp. That's
Yeah.
fake sharp.
You're I think you're buying picks. Again, we're pretty bad, but there's no one worse than Lucas. Lucas got the Chargers wrong last week. I think he was laying either 2.5 or 3, and of course they only won by 2. So Lucas drops to 1-4. And Edonk, we all need to know what's the Lucas lock of the week.
You should have seen how excited he got about this one. He got so pumped up, and he loves the Bears tomorrow night.
Oh wow, really? Why would anybody pick that game of all the games? Why was he excited? That's weird. All right, so what are they? Favored by 1, right?
Even 1/2, I don't know.
Bears -1 is what we've got right now.
I wouldn't touch it with a fucking 6-foot pole either way. But
That's not really a Lucas pick. I'm really confused. It's really confusing. He usually takes the big high scoring teams that are favored by too much, usually on the road. But I guess we'll all be going with the Commanders tomorrow. In gratitude for that. All right, before we go, Edonk, you got a dad joke of the week? Your internet connection's really, really dicey. Can you hear him, Trevor?
I can hear him right now.
Okay, what did you say, Edonk?
I didn't say anything. I was waiting for you to finish your sentence because
Oh.
I'm not rude. I don't talk over people.
But Trevor heard you. Dad joke of the week, Edonk, you're on.
Okay, so
we are back for Jordy's lock of the week. I'm now 2-1. Got the win last week due to the Rams sucking once again. Fortunately, I think they probably won't suck as much this week because they're playing the Panthers, who suck even more. So that's unfortunate. So I had to go elsewhere. This week, I was not as confident. This was a tough week for me. But I think I'm going to go with another road team, another road favorite. So far, I'm 2-0. I'm picking favorites, and 0-1. I'm picking teams that are not favored. So we'll stick with the favorites. Road favorite, Minnesota Vikings, -3.5 at Miami. Nothing wrong with Miami, but they don't have a quarterback. They don't have Tua. I don't think Teddy Bridgewater is going to play. It's going to be Skylar Thompson. So Minnesota's 4-1. They're winning games. They haven't looked amazing, but they're winning games. So I'm going to take them. And the boys forgot to say this earlier, but their survivor pick this week is the Rams, which I like that pick because the Panthers are awful. Honestly, they might be better with PJ Walker, but Panthers are so bad.
one more time.
That's a dad joke?
I got a better dad joke than that. That's not a dad joke. Come on, bro.
You wouldn't tell Andrew that one?
No, he would have, his attention span would have been gone 14 seconds into the joke.
All right, Trevor, can you finish off the show with something?
Everyone loved that joke today.
Why do seagulls fly over the ocean? Because if they flew over the bay, we'd call them bagels.
All right, this show's been a train wreck. We're gonna get I say 1-3 in our picks this week. I'm gonna get the one who wins. Say goodbye to the people, everybody. Good gambling.
All right. Yeah, great job. Great bagels. I don't get it.